What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about how you shut down an SJW, and I've got some pretty awesome backup to help me do that. But first, before we get started, I am wearing my Soy Wars t-shirt from the great Ethan Van Sciver, Pro Artist Comic Secrets. So you all know him, you all love him. So I will leave a link in the description below for his shirt. I'll also leave a link in the description for our shirts. Ethan was rocking a Geeks and Gamers shirt just a few weeks ago. I retweeted him. So yeah, he's my boy. Support it. Support the Soy Wars story t-shirts. So thank you very much to him for just making these things possible and continuing to call out the nonsense coming out of Lucasfilm and Disney. So yesterday I did a video talking about this stupid Jon Kasdan story where he tripled down basically on Twitter with his dumb comments to the Huffington Post. And it was a loaded question from a left-wing news site, the Huffington Post. All they care about is race and gender and identity politics. If you go to the article and read it, I don't suggest you do because it's a garbage article, but if you go to the article and read it, you can see that the entire thing is built on sexuality in a Star Wars movie. That is where we are now. Everything is built around sexuality and gender in a goddamn Star Wars movie. We have fallen so far. We are in such a terrible place right now with Star Wars, thanks to Kathleen Kennedy and her nonsense. But when I was talking about it yesterday, I was saying, I wish I would have been the person that they were interviewing, because what happened was the interviewer posed a question to Jon Kasdan, is Lando a pansexual? That is not a normal question that you should just ask anybody in a movie about or a writer about. I don't understand why that's even important. Why is the character's sexuality important? It shouldn't be important. It shouldn't be the defining thing about it. You shouldn't make judgments based on the character's sexuality. It should not matter. But the Huffington Post wants to push their identity politics. Now, a normal, logical thinking person would have said back to the Huffington Post, as I would have said, why does it matter what his sexuality is? Why are you asking me that question? That's exactly what I said I would say yesterday, and I'm saying the same thing today. So, after I said that, someone sent a video to me that I remember seeing years ago, and it's from one of my favorite actors, and that is the great Tom Hardy. And a few years ago, he was asked an SJW question from a dumb SJW reporter. And Tom Hardy shut him down really quick, and it was really beautiful, and it was an epic takedown. So I'm going to play that clip right now.
And we're an LGBT news organization, and our question is for Tom Hardy. In the film, your character Ronnie is very open about his sexuality, but given interviews you've done in the past, your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
I was referring to an interview given to Attitude magazine a few years ago.
But what is your question?
I was wondering if you find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality.
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality. Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so that is how you do it right there. We need more people that are prominent in Hollywood to step up and shut this BS down the moment they try to start peddling it into movies and to personal lives or whatever. It's just ridiculous that a reporter would have the nerve to ask any actor what their sexuality is. Like, why does that matter? Why are these people so obsessed with this question? I don't understand it. This is the same group that's constantly preaching equality, and then they turn right back around and they give people special treatments based on things that they have identified justify special treatment. And I'll never understand it. And it's the point I'm making is I'm just some dude on YouTube, and I'm very happy with the following we have. I'm very happy with the reach that we have, but we need people like Tom Hardy that have a powerful voice in Hollywood to speak up the moment one of these idiotic questions is asked. John Kasdan could have shut this down immediately, but it's an inherent problem at the culture of Lucasfilm where instead of being a normal, logical thinking human being, when you're posed that question, you would say, why are you asking me about Lando's sexuality? What the hell is wrong with you? No, he wanted to take that opportunity to get up on his social justice warrior soapbox and start preaching about equality and representation and all this LGBTQ representation that he wanted to push into the movie. That is a classic virtue signaler, and I know I have criticized that word in the past, but it really it fits. The more I get into this nonsense that is the SJW world, the more I have to pick up on these words that convey the proper message, and virtue signaling is the perfect thing to express what these people are doing. They are obsessed with trying to make you believe they are better people. I'm a good guy. I need to get on social media. I need to denounce racism. I need to denounce bigotry. I need to denounce that you disrespect women. I need to let you know that I care about people. You are a liar. Anybody who gets on social media and preaches about those things, you are telling me and you are telling millions of other people that you have major insecurities that you are trying to cover up. Everybody has flaws. We are all shitty people deep down inside. And the more you try to get on social media and project yourself as a good person, the more you are showing how really crappy you are behind the scenes. So don't get on social media and start telling me how you respect women and you respect minorities, because you're the same person that behind closed doors with your buddies, you will say some of the most awful things in the world that we all say, but then you want to get on social media and act like it's so offensive to hear it. I'm so offended. I'm just so hurt. I'm so traumatized because someone looked at a woman's ass and made a judgmental call on her boobs. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely nonsense. So anyway, thank you to Tom Hardy for doing this. I know it was a few years ago. I wanted to bring highlight back to that interview because it really did. As soon as I was reminded about it, I was like, you know what? That is exactly why we're in this situation now, is because we have so many people that they don't think like a normal human being. When you're faced with that question, what is your sexuality? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Why are you asking me about this? What the hell is wrong with you? That's how they should be treated. Shut them down. Own them. They have no backbone. They will not confront people unless they're in a large group. When they're in a large group, that's when they're tough or whatever. But when you shut them down and you confront them and it's a one-on-one situation, they will back down, they will cower, they will tuck their tails, and they will run because they have no real balls on them. They are betas and they will act as betas the moment you challenge them, unless they have their social media following and unless they have a group of people with them, then they can project themselves to be a tough guy. But the moment you challenge them, or the moment you want to confront them and have a man-to-man discussion, eye-to-eye, face-to-face, they will back down. I promise you every time. So anyway, that's it for the day. Again, shout out to the Soy Low shirt. Soy Wars, a Soy Wars story. It's so damn hard to say. A shout out to my buddy Ethan. Also check out our The Force is Gender Neutral shirts. Those are on sale for another 10 days, I think. And then trust me, we've got more shirts lined up. We've got a plan. I can't wait to bring them out. It's going to be a few more weeks before we're ready to roll this out. Rebuilding the Patreon account. Subscribe to my personal channel, D-Day Cobra. Follow me on Twitter. Check us out on Patreon, and I think that's all the plug-in. I'm going to do Sports Wars, our Sports Wars channel. We are like 80 subs from 1,000, so help get us there. I appreciate all of you. We're going to continue to call these SJWs out. All of these people that want to get on social media and project themselves as good people, we're going to call them out. If you really care about these things, you don't have to get on social media and preach about it and try to condemn anybody who says anything negative. Oh, it's so hard. You talked bad about a woman. I respect women. I don't do anything behind the scenes that would ever be considered rude or disrespectful. You are a liar. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.